Greetings, loved ones. Let's take a trip.
It's time for
Amanda
Exclusivo.
Hi everyone, welcome to the Amanda Exclusivo. You guys, joining me today is one of my new favorite people. I'm telling you, I saw him in MJ on Broadway. He just finished his run, but now he's on to bigger and better things, becoming an independent artist. Please welcome my friend Bryson Jackson. Hi Bryson.
Hey, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you, my friend?
I'm doing good. I'm good. A little bittersweet, I just ended, like you said, but it's on your pause right now. So we'll see what happens next.
Yeah, no, we'll definitely talk about that because you did post that you're going to release an EP. So,
Yeah.
I obviously want you to tell me everything about that in a little bit. But for those of us that don't know you, Bryson, tell us
hmm
about yourself and how you got your start.
Oh my gosh. Let's see, I started singing in church. I remember I sang some type of, it was Amazing Grace or something like that at like the children's thing. And then oh, right. No, teacher, I was in choir and a teacher in middle school was like, I want you to be a part of this play. It was called Cinderella in New York. And I was like a newsie. I was like the narrator of the show.
Ooh,
And I remember being like, whoa, like this is so cool. Like everyone thought was laughing at me and I was like, oh, this is so cool. And the next year I did Frame Junior and that I played Nick and I sang and I had some scenes and I was like, this is so much fun. So I just did it like every year, like in middle school and then high school. And then someone was like, you can do this in college. So I did it in college. So yeah, it kind of just like stumbled into place like usual. But it's crazy that like something that I was like, oh, this is like a hobby of mine started to become my career. Like it's kind of crazy. But what really like inspired me to like do it was I watched a production of Phantom, like a high school production of Phantom, and was literally like, what the heck? Like these people are like giving so much energy. Like, I don't know, it just inspired me to just like want to do the same thing. So yeah.
that's awesome. So, what was your first gig though? Because I know I've seen little bits and pieces. Like I stalked you a little bit, did my research. Chorus line, right? So,
Yeah.
what was your first gig?
My first professional like gig, I would say was Casa Miana. I played Anthony. Um, and Sweeney Todd. That's it. Yeah. And so that was like my first one. I was like 17 and I was in this like production and I was like, whoa, this is so cool. And then I would say my first paid gig would be a Bronx Tale. I did it in John Ingeman Theater last like February through like March. But my favorite is like Chorus Line. Chorus Line and 42nd Street. Like those two were like, oh my gosh, like I don't know, it's just like a dream. I always wanted to be like, the dapper Frank Sinatra, Fred Astaire, like leading man. So getting to do that at 42nd Street and then Chorus Line, I was playing Richie, so I could just like literally be the goofiest version of myself, and
Love
it was
that.
the role. So yeah. I would say my first gig was definitely Sweeney Todd though.
That's awesome. But now you're on to bigger and better things. You just wrapped up your run as Jermaine on MJ on
Yeah.
Broadway. That's where
hmm
we first met, by the way, you guys. I literally, like, it was raining outside, and I came up to you and I'm like, listen, you have to be on my YouTube channel. You guys, Bryson is freaking talented. End of story.
Oh,
You're going to
ah,
hear his name down the line. I'm telling you, I am honored to say that he got his start here.
thank you. You are so sweet. Oh my
I'm
god.
just saying, I'm telling you, you're going places. You're going
Thank you. Speak
places.
it for me. Speak it for me, please.
I
I
just
want to.
did. I'll do it again if you want me to.
I just did. No,
So
thank
tell
you.
me,
Yeah.
how are you approached about playing Jermaine on MJ on Broadway?
Oh gosh, this is so funny.
Tell me.
So I auditioned for the show in January of last year. Not much came from it. I did not know how to step into that material. It's just I needed so much. I need to learn so much about myself in the industry. So I was just kind of like hoping and wishing the whole year. And then I was doing a chorus line, and I was in callbacks for Ain't Too Proud tour and they kept coaching me vocally on Shout, the song that I sang at the beginning of the show, on the little box where I'm like singing. And I was like, oh, it was like 8 a.m. and I'm like on these Zooms like for like 4 days in a row, coaching this song, and I'm like, oh my God, this is the worst. Like, and they were helping me sing because I couldn't sing it. And then I got an email saying that they were looking for a Jermaine. And I was like, I was like, okay, what does Jermaine sing? And I got the email and I saw that it was Shout, the same cut. And I was like, this is crazy. Like, I can sing this. I've been singing it all week. And so I emailed and I was like, oh my God, I totally want to do it. Like, I'm young too, so I didn't think I was getting the age range was a little bit more than mine. But I was like, I'll just like act older and like sing the song. And then yeah, I like sent a couple tapes and here I am. So basically it was like a little weird like confirmation moment where like I literally could not sing the song before they gave me that email. But because I was coached with it and stuff like that, and I was suddenly able to, I don't know, book the role. So yeah, that's how
That's
it
funny.
came. Yeah.
That seems like a quick audition process, though.
Oh, it was really quick. It
You're
was like
lucky.
that week of tapes, and then I was currently doing chorus line. I caught COVID, so I couldn't go to my callback in person.
Oh,
And I thought it was over. I thought it was over, but the day I was like cleared for COVID, like the 5 days, I got the email like, "Can you come in?" And I was like, "Ooh!" And so I went in with like half of my voice because I literally just got off of COVID, and they were just so sweet and so patient with me. And yeah, I would literally never forget that day because I literally walked in and I was like, I'm in this room right now, and they were looking forward to seeing me, and oh God, it was so great. It was so great. But yeah, it's a weird like COVID weird confirmation story of it, but yeah, that's how it started.
that's awesome. Have you always been a fan of Michael Jackson growing up? Did you always blast his music around the house? Did your parents listen
Yeah,
to him? Tell me more
yeah.
about
I was the one with the big dress shirt and like the like hat or wig that was like trying to do the moves. Like I looked bad, like I really did look bad, but you could not tell me that I was not Michael Jackson. And we also had the Michael Jackson dance experience on the Wii. I don't know if you played it before,
it.
but like
No, but I know what it
anytime,
is.
like anytime, it was even in school, like even in middle school and high school, we would just put it on the big projector screen and we would all just be like dancing like full out, like we're gonna kill this, like we're gonna get it. Like so I was obsessed with him. He also has such a unique voice that inspired me because I would take choir, like I said, but like I always was told, Bryson, shut up, like why are you so loud, like like you don't blend. And it's something that Michael, I love about his voice, that anytime you hear him, you like, that's Michael Jackson,
That's
and I used to
awesome.
fear from that individualism, so I was just so enamored with the fact that he was heightened for his individualism and how unique he was in his music. Yeah, I've always been a fan, always been a fan of him.
That's awesome. So what was it like? Take me back to your very first night at MJ. What was it like making your Broadway debut? That had to be a pretty big deal for you.
Oh, it was a lot. It was a lot. So I I didn't think I was gonna have anyone there. Um, but like all of my best friends who were on tours and all this other stuff literally flew in to see me on
That's
my
so
debut.
nice.
So I was like already like, whoa, like that's so amazing. But it was like my first time on stage with everything, lights, music, costumes, and quick changes and everything. And I remember walking on stage for the first time and me being like, wait, what's the first thing I do? Like I everything started to blank and I was like, no. So every second, I remember just every passing second, I was like trying to think ahead because I was like, wait, like what's happening? What's happening? Um, what's my number? I forgot my number. But at the same time, it was the coolest thing I've ever felt in my life. I felt so out of body. Like I fully was able to like watch myself, not literally, but
I
being
know
able
what you
to like
mean.
know that I was in that sixth row one day and like I was seeing this number and obsessed with the guy that had the dreads, who was playing Jermaine. I was like, oh my God, he's so good. And now I'm in that exact track. It was like I was emotional. I was like tearing up in some
Oh.
moments. Like, I was just like, I was supposed to be smiling, but I was just like, I can't believe that I'm doing this right now. Like, what the heck? Like, I had so much going on. But it was very healing for me. Again, like I said, I'm young. I've been doing it for a moment, but like theater has been like my way of loving myself. Being able to step into this and play different roles and tell different stories has been the reason why I'm like able to know who I am and to be comfortable in my own skin. So like to do that at a level like Broadway and to be rewarded for the work I've done was
So
just the biggest part. I think was that changed. I don't know. That just blew my mind in that moment on that first day. Yeah.
that's so great. And I obviously like remember to this day your performance when I saw you as Jermaine. And I'm just very thankful that our paths crossed. So now
Right.
obviously you wrapped up MJ and you're becoming your own independent artist. So I want you to talk to me about that a little bit. Tell me whatever you can about your EP.
Oh, okay. I'll tell you everything.
Tell me everything.
So
That's better.
yeah, I'll tell you everything. I came out with the EP before, and that one was like very depresso espresso, like very much like I was very sad. I made that music like in high school. And so I'm starting to come up with more. I want like 4 EPs, which is like very unconventional. Usually like there's like 2 and then you come out with an album, but I don't really care. But I want 4 because I want
Who cares?
to think, yeah, I want to think about like the 4 seasons of life. And so this next one's gonna be about like spring, like very much spring is my favorite season. It's like the most fun. It's the most like, I don't know, like I would want a vacation during spring, not the summer.
Okay.
So it's gonna be very like vacationy, very Afrobeat, pop vibes. I don't
Ooh.
really listen to a lot of pop, but I'm challenging myself to go into that world a little bit more. And this one, the last one was focused on like the sadness and the lessons I've learned from like heartbreak. This one's just gonna be like how you feel when you are accepted and you accept yourself and you love yourself and you're having fun. So yes, but the thing is about this one is that I did my ODP on my phone. I had like an earphone and I plugged into my phone. I recorded it all and I edited it on my phone. This one, I'm gonna try to let down my pride and actually go to a studio and like get some help to like make it a little bit more like better quality and stuff like that.
You go.
So I'm excited for it. It's really weird. Some people are reaching out and wanting to work with me and collaborate with me, which is like, so amazing to me. Like another more of my inspirations in the music industry. So yeah, we'll just see. I don't know really what's gonna be, but that's like what I know right now, I think. Yeah.
Well, that's awesome. There's no release date yet.
No.
All right, you'll keep me updated, and
But
then
I
when
will
it
keep you
happens,
updated.
you
I
will
would
come
definitely.
back. You will
Yeah,
come
I
back.
would definitely keep you updated.
Good. You better. So I'm very excited for you with your music. But outside of music and Broadway, what's life like for you? What do you do for fun?
Oh my gosh, it's funny because I'm really trying to figure that out. I didn't watch a lot of TV growing up. That's something I've
No?
noticed. Like everyone has all these inside jokes about TVs and movies, and I'm like, dang, I didn't even watch that. So like right now, I'm really focused on like just watching a lot of TV and TV shows, and
There you
um,
go.
but outside of that, I really honestly listen to a lot of music. Sometimes I like, I'm weird, please, and I know it, but I would like look up a word, and I'll be like, let's look up like blueberries, and I'll listen to all the songs that are titled blueberries, and then I'll like, oh, I like this song, or like, I don't know, I just love listening to music, and I like embroidery. I embroider a lot, so that's pretty cool. I'm a big dad. I like to cook.
Ooh.
Yeah, I love to cook. Let's see, and also just really do like to talk to my friends. I just will randomly call them and like annoy them and just remind them that I'm here to annoy them. But yeah, I don't know. That's like a pretty simple life, but I like thrifting. I thrift. That's pretty cool. I
Nice.
shop. Um, but yeah,
So was this
I'm
outfit thrifting, Bryson?
yeah, the outfit was thrifting.
Okay, I feel like I can also add that you're into modeling because
Oh yeah.
I've been looking at your Instagram pictures, ladies, PSA. So
Just
tell
a
me,
little bit.
Bryson,
Just a
what's the
little bit.
inspiration?
Honestly, for this photo exactly, I was like, well, me and the photographer, we were like, what if we just have dressed everything and like just made it look weird and like Looney Toony? Like, what would that look like? So we were just playing with the angle and yeah.
So it's that picture, we'll call that Looney Tunes.
Looney Tune sadness, Looney Tune
And
boredom,
what were we doing here?
I feel like we were going for honestly, I don't know, but let's try to think about it. Maybe it's giving scarecrow, you know. Um it's giving like he's very upset, that he's having to sit there on his little, his little dock waiting for the birds. I honestly don't even know, but we were like, let's try to throw in as many clothes as we possibly can, and let's see what we can do with it.
You know
And
what you should do one time? You should just wear as many clothes as you can and then just kind of like rearrange it all over the place. I don't know. Like, you know how some people do like how many shirts can you wear? Like, on top?
right. Yeah.
You should do that. Listen, we can
Yeah.
play that game next time, but I wanted to play a different game with you, Bryson.
All right, what game?
So what I do with my guests is called the speed round. I'm going to ask you as many questions as I can about you within a minute. Don't worry. You know yourself better than I know you. So
No, you're right.
Just saying. I don't know if you're a reality TV guru, but I am in the middle of a tie with 2 contestants from The Bachelor. So
Oh my gosh, that is dope.
yes. So they both answered 18 of my questions. Maybe you can beat them.
Okay, yeah, I will.
Oh,
We'll
I like
see.
the confidence. I like the confidence. All right, we'll try and get our flow going, but let me know when you're ready, Bryson, and we can get started.
All right, y'all, here we go. I'm ready.
All right. And the timer is going to start right now. Who's your celebrity crush?
Beyonce.
Beat it or smooth?
Smooth.
How many tattoos do you have?
4.
Better singer or dancer?
Singer.
Uber or taxi?
Uber.
Uptown or downtown?
Uptown.
What are you binge watching right now?
Insecure.
Vacation or staycation?
Vacation, please.
Your favorite candy?
Sour Patch.
Best Michael Jackson song?
I can't help it.
Your go-to dance move?
James Brown split.
Your favorite Broadway show?
MJ.
Okay, your go-to vacation spot?
Arizona.
Your favorite sneaker brand?
Converse.
Oh, the time's up. You got 14. You're almost there.
It was the favorite Broadway show. That had me so confused. I said,
well, I can ask you the other ones very quickly, just, so we get to know you. So board games or video games?
ooh. Are card games considered board games? No, they're
We
not.
can go with it.
Let's go with board games. Yeah.
All right, let's make up our own rules. So yes, singing in the car or singing in the shower?
Definitely the shower. Yeah.
Yeah. What's your biggest pet peeve?
Repeating myself. I hate repeating myself. Yeah.
Your favorite holiday?
Christmas.
Electric toothbrush or
Christmas.
regular?
Electric.
And cologne, yay or nay?
I want to say yay, but I don't have any right now, so nay.
Okay, so nay.
Yeah, nay.
Well, thank you for playing the speed round with me. We can always
Oh, that was
do a little
so
rematch.
cute.
Do a little rematch. You can compete against some people from The Bachelor. We'll work on that. But what else, what's next for you, Bryson?
Oh, what's next for Bryson? I am gonna be modeling for the next 2 months. And then working on my music. I'm gonna try to do a live concert of my EP before I head off. Yes. Before my next projects, but I don't know. The next thing, it starts rehearsals on June 12th. And let's just say that I will be traveling. I'll keep it there.
That's awesome. Well, I'm so excited for you. I can't wait to see what outfits you're going to wear next, what song you release, what new tattoo you have, because I know you just got that B.
The B.
Had to be pretty painful. I don't know how you did that, but
not really. It was actually not that bad.
Good for you. You have better pain tolerance than me.
Yeah.
But Bryson, seriously, thank you so much for coming on, and please come back anytime.
Yes, please. Thank you so much for having me. You are such a light.
This is not the last time you're going to see Bryson. I'm telling you right here, right now. I'm calling it.
Oh, thanks, love. You are a light. Keep doing this. This is fun.